Hello everybody, this is Love of Truth Tarot. We are starting this reading off a little bit different. I already pulled some cards and I was called to post them. And I am just blown away here. Every card here seems like it's leading to something obviously transformational with transformation. Okay. There is major blessings and abundance coming your way. And I know we get this message a lot, but this feels like you're getting closer and closer and you're following your heart here. We have Voyage of the Heart. You've been working on the past stuff that maybe has kept you for a long time wrapped up in the past. Okay, you're moving on. There's a lot of movement I'm feeling. Okay, love flows through you and to you. We have blessings are showering your life with rainbow blessings, infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. Okay, with the rejuvenating rain, you are clearing the past. You're healing the present. You're focused on the present. You're focused on what's important. You're choosing to believe in magic, and if you haven't already, you are opening your eyes more to what is magical around you. You're letting your inner light guide you, and whatever light is being shown to you through others, I'm getting also, you're letting that guide you, because I've said this before with this card, when you're in darkness, and obviously I'm talking about spiritual darkness or metaphysically, when there's moonlight, it's very faint. It's not as bright as the sun, right? But it's there, and it lights up the surroundings, and you let that guide you. So you're letting whatever little light that there is guide you to more and more light. And the more you do that, the more the light will grow, which is the light inside of you and the light that you are, quote, seeking. But what you're seeking is within you already. I think you're starting to realize that as well. And we have on this card the moon with the star. So that moon is very significant to guiding you through the darkness, right? That light guiding you through the darkness. We also have in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. And fellow travelers, support is all around you. And we have transformation, a fresh new way of living emerges. So there's this newness, okay? I feel like this is a new phase, a new life almost in itself within your life. There are new things happening right now, but I'm getting that soon. I want to say within the next 3 months that everything's going to start drastically changing even more than it already has. Maybe it was changing for so long, and I'm getting, in the past couple months or few months, it has been moving along. But there's been some tough times. I'm also picking up on that. But it's starting to look more and more bright. Again, I'm getting that light, the brightness from the light. Okay, there's this transformation. There's fellow travelers. So there's people, I'm hearing also that there's people going through what you're going through. And I think it helps to know that. Not to say that they're struggling too, or they came from something that they've struggled with, but it's more like because they're persevering and working through all of that negativity, it's like it's encouraging to you to say, hey, you know, they're doing it, I can do it too, if that makes sense. And also, like, knowing that you're not alone, whether that is physically or spiritually, you know, on your path, whether you have angels, which I believe you have all of these things, but whether there are more angels or guides or whatever, I would just say whatever you believe in, whatever you label these helpful spirits as, your ancestors, ascended masters, etc., or just plain old, you know, the word God. I mean, I don't mean to say plain old, but God. Everybody's different here, and everybody uses different words, okay, to describe the divine. So, and then transformation, I mean, that's self-explanatory. You're turning into someone different. It's not someone different necessarily. It's more like who you've always knew that you were underneath it all, okay? You were always this person, okay? It's just a matter of stepping into that and really becoming who you are inside, who you were always meant to be, who the divine, like, plan that was meant for your life. It's like you're stepping into that, if that makes any sense. And then in the flow, everything is smooth sailing. Everything's moving very smoothly, even if there are little rocky parts of this, meaning that you're headed in the right direction. Okay, I just got a couple cards, but I'm not going to go into that really. I might touch on the energies that I'm picking up, but it might feel like you're working on things and you're not getting anywhere. Or like your passion's been lost, and I think that's also where this Phoenix rising comes in, because it's always there. Like I said, it's just a matter of stepping back into it and truly tapping into, like, what magic has been there the whole time. You might also feel like there are some issues within the family dynamic. I don't know if that's, like, you know, distant family. I think it's different for everybody. Or family you live with. People that are close to you. People that support you. But I'm getting that a lot of this is distant family, or it could be different, like I said, for everybody. But there might be some, like, feelings of unhappiness or disappointment, or like they're not there. They're not there for you. Okay, what else do we have? Okay. Alright, I'm going to start laying these down, but yeah, it's like there's been so many struggles. You just feel like at times that you just can't take it anymore. And I think that's why this is on Clear the Past, Heal the Present, because you need to leave these things in the past. Like, I'm getting also, put these rods down because they're not yours anymore to carry, okay? Follow your heart, right? The voyage of the heart. Love flows through you and to you. So you can't carry all that and also have love, right? Well, I mean, technically, if we want to get technical, you can. But it's kind of like saying you have to let go of certain things in order to let love in. And love in many different forms, too. It's not just romantic love, which I think that could apply to many of you, though. Just love in general. Love for yourself, love for others, love for family, love for friends, love for your animals. Okay, if you have any. We also have the Lovers. Gonna squeeze these in here, at least try to. So I feel like there's this new passion. Again, you're gonna only be able to allow love in if you drop the burdens, because carrying these burdens is getting in the way, or can get in the way of your love, the love that you have inside of you. Like I said, whether that's self-love, friendship love, romantic love, family love, love in general. Okay, your heart chakra. That's what I'm getting. We have other cards that popped out, so I think I can lay these down. Yeah, we might have to layer a lot of these things. But it's like that, yeah, I'm getting that very strongly. That there's a lot that's in the past too. That needs to be let go of, that needs to be dropped, that needs to, like, there are burdens and overwhelm. And it's not just past, but it's like, leave that in the past. Leave that behind and move on. And continue to look towards the divine to guide you, right? Because why? There's blessings and abundance coming your way. And those things, like I said, can't, it's like you have to hold space for those things instead of this, because it can't operate at the same time. That's what I'm getting. Okay, we also have death. So, and the Lovers, excuse me, the Lovers is about choices, right? So you gotta make a choice. Do you want to continue to focus on these burdens? Not to say that, like, you know, just drop everything. Who cares about anything, any responsibilities? That's not what I'm saying. But it's choosing to live through love, not the burdens. I always say this, but it's easier said than done, right? But that is the message for that. And then with death, it's kind of the same message as far as what needs to end, okay? We also have transformation. So the Phoenix is also correlated with the death card, with Scorpio. That's a Scorpio card. Where the old has to die, right? Again, clearing the past, healing the present. The old stuff, the crap, the stagnancy, the redundancy I'm hearing, or like anything that's repeating itself, that's not helping you, that's negative, it needs to go. And this is on both, well, all four cards here. But I'm getting that where he's, quote, being led to, or, you know, going to on his horse is magic, right? Support. So support is there. I think the support is going to come too when you drop these things. When you drop these burdens, right? When you drop these ideas, they could be negative thoughts. You know, these things can be many different things that have a hold on us. And then I'm getting freedom. I'm getting liberation as well. And when you believe in magic, that is, I feel, the ultimate liberation. And knowing that magic is real. That magic can transform your life. Again. Oh, I'm really tired. Sorry, guys. Transforming with transformation, right? Alchemy, like turning the negative stuff into the positive. And this is like one of the most positive cards I feel in the deck. In the flow, everything's smooth sailing, right? Everything is moving along, okay? Now, I'm going to get to the next card, though, before we get there. Now, we have the Three of Cups reversed. Interesting that we have the support is all around you, but yet we have these Three of Cups reversed. So yet, the fact that you have support, I think it's also supporting you because there are others that are against you. I don't know if I want to say against, but it is, on the surface, that's what it is. But underneath it all, it's, I mean, really, they're against themselves. Okay? They're not really understanding how this is all working. And I don't want to give them that much attention because, you know, in the reading, because it's like, I'm getting also that's what they want. Like, there's certain people in your life that want attention, they like drama, they feed off that, and it's like they want you to get upset or like freak out, or I don't know, just react to them in any way because they want some sort of energy from you. This gossipy energy, this and I'm getting, because this is an overindulgent type of card. Yeah, it's like you want to stay away from that. Okay. Don't I'm hearing also be careful not to fall into that type of energy if that is surrounding you. Yeah, just be aware of like gossipers trying to pull you into their little circle and gossip with you. That's what I'm getting. Because you have so much coming to you, like so many beautiful high vibrational things that, you know, that's just a distraction, and that's just going to like steer you off your path. Because again, I think there's a reason why I mentioned that everything is smooth sailing card, because you're on your way. Everything is smooth sailing as long as you continue on this path. Like, don't let these other energies, these outside energies, influence you in any sort of negative ways. And it can come out of nowhere and kind of like throw you off guard. So I'm getting that as well, to just be aware of that. Focus on the positive support that you do have. Let that grow. Focus on that energy, okay? Then we also have the Eight of Swords. So, all right, we're going to have to move these over. That, you know, okay, there's multiple things coming through, but I think that it's appearing to be different than it actually is for you. But there also are some things that you still have to release yourself from, which affect you mentally. This affects you emotionally, obviously, because of the Three of Cups reversed. But that's not all that there is, obviously, and this is indicating that there are lots of stresses and feeling of being overburdened, overwhelmed, and how that is debilitating to you. But I always say this about this card here, the Eight of Swords, is that she is blindfolded and she's tied up, but she's loose. It's loose enough to where she can release herself and let herself go. So that is the main message here, obviously, with the clear the past, heal the present, drop all these wands that you don't need to carry, drop the burdens, right? So you can let love in, right? Let that die. There are certain things that need to die, and there are certain things that can't be there anymore, right? The sun is speaking to me coming up in the corner here, and it's like, even though, like I talked about the moon, the moonlight, even though a lot of stuff might be dark around you, it's like there's that little sun, right? There's the light, the little light from the moon. There are these little lanterns guiding her, well, not guiding, but lighting up the way, or lighting up her little surrounding right there, her surroundings. even with the moon in her eye, guiding her. You know, that's what I'm getting. There's this guidance of light. Oh, and then the sun behind the angel and the lovers. So it's all about what we focus on. And if you're focused on, which I'm not saying, you know, I'm not judging anyone because this is tough. This is not easy stuff sometimes. Even though things are smooth sailing, right? Even though things are in the flow. Even though you are transforming, and that is underway, there are still some things holding on to you. You're holding on to some stressors, I mean, it's deeper than just stress, but it's also, remember how I said it's a choice, right, with the lovers, and she's choosing. She knows that she can unravel these things that are tied around her, and this blindfold, she can take it off. She has that choice, but she's choosing not to. And it's interesting because I would like to find out why. And this might answer why. I'm feeling this needs to go below this for some reason, so I'm going to keep it there. The Seven of Pentacles reverse is kind of telling me, we had this, I think, in the last message, that like you might feel like you're just working towards nothing, or like you've put so much work into yourself that I think sometimes you just don't see the fruit of your labor, and it doesn't help. I was gonna say it helps, but it doesn't really help you see. Something doesn't help you see like how far you've come. I'm also getting the message, though, that you have come very far, but maybe there is something you don't see. So let me get some more clarifying cards on that. Okay. Yeah, like, I think this was in the last reading, too. Six of Swords reversed. I'm going to put that also with these, because it's like, there's something with this. I usually don't do it so randomly like this, but we're going to move these up. We're going to analyze this, because there is something with this, okay? See, this is a good sign that it's reversed, though, because it's like, yeah, there's stress, there's anxiety, there's even night terrors, you know, there's nightmares. You might have been having nightmares a lot lately, or feel like you're living a nightmare, I'm hearing. Okay, I'm getting more cards. Let's slow down here, because I always shuffle while I'm talking. It's a habit. But there are things that, again, it's like something that almost like pulls you back or holds you back, or feels like it's pulling or holding you back. You might also feel like you've moved forward a couple times and then you're like dragged back to where you were. I'm getting that as again too as well. And yet this card is a release from this feeling. And if this was reversed, that would be a release as well. But there's still an entrapment feeling. Maybe there's just the fact that you are blinded to some things, that it can cause more stress. It can cause more worry. I'm getting more worry than anything. Like, you're just worried. Maybe that things aren't gonna work out the way that you have envisioned. Yeah. Because I keep getting this thing with seeing and like the blindness. Alright, so I'm going to go in this direction again, but I feel like this is still like bleeding into what I was just talking about. But we do have the Seven of Wands on top of the Ten of Wands. And I feel like this is a good sign, though, because you're standing your ground. You're defending yourself. You're defending your stance, I'm hearing. Your position, okay? Whatever position that is in life. Who you are, okay? But you're not, I'm not getting like a defensive thing or feeling like you have to explain. There's no explaining. Like, that's the energy I'm getting. It's kind of like stay back because you're determined. You have this like thing about you where you're like, no one's gonna let my blessings just fall through the cracks. It's coming. Like, you're still determined. So that's good. I like to see that energy. And then we also have the World on top of the Lovers. So, and it's just kind of correlating with the Death card as far as like cycles ending. Yeah, there's something closing. Again, you know, there's that theme. It's interesting how, like, it looks like she's looking back at this card. Like, yeah, focused. It's like you're focused on the fact that you're protecting yourself. You're protecting your blessings, what is to come, what is meant for you, what has always been meant for you. If this makes sense, what's close to your heart. Because again, the voyage of the heart, I'm linking all this together. And then I feel like there's this protection with this ring around her. Yeah. You're like, no, I am protecting myself. I'm honoring myself. I'm honoring the cycle too. Like, allowing the cycle to be what it is. Yeah. Yeah, I keep getting completion because that's what it is too. So something's going to also be completed in order for you to let more love in. Or something's going to be completed within a connection to move to the next level for some people. To grow your relationships with others. Because again, you know, the support is all around you card. Oh, wow. And then we have like all the... Those are your supporters, okay? That's what I'm getting. And I'm also getting like the supporters that you have, they're so dynamically different in their own ways, but they're all there for you in the ways that you need them. Interesting. Okay. And then the Two of Wands. I feel like this is saying like, okay, so what now? Look at how similar, you guys. Look at that. Look at that. Don't you love when that happens? These synchronicities. Just checking the time. Okay. I feel like you're ready. You're like, okay, so once this cycle is ended, once there is this completion, oh my gosh, and he's holding a world. He's holding a world. He's holding the earth in his hands, right? And that's metaphorical too, because we have the World card, and we also, it's like you saying to yourself, I got the whole, what's that one? I got the whole world in my hands. And you know, being assertive, I keep getting that assertiveness, especially with this. This is more like defending yourself and protecting, but this is more like, okay, now that I've done that, and now that these cycles are ending and closing, and I can move more through love, I can figure out where I want to go next. It's like you've established or completed something or some things in your life. And there's been a lot of negativity. Like, again, as I've been saying, there's been a lot of burdens. I'm hearing drama. I'm hearing difficulties. But you overcame them. Or this is kind of like the story. It's obviously, it's not a story. It's what you're going through. But it's like one thing after the other. And then this is the next step. Like, this is you like, okay, now I can actually focus on what's next. And what's next is accelerated motion. Fast, swift movement forward. I love that. That can also represent communication, but I'm getting more so action. I'm getting more so that fast movement. It could very well, you know, be communication with someone or others, because obviously if it's on those cards with the Three of Cups reversed and then the support is all around you, again, I'm getting be careful of who you communicate with, who you go to support, or who you go to for support, right? But this, I like this fast, action-oriented energy, this determined, assertive, go-getter type of energy, considering everything that you've gone through and all the trials and tribulations, right? All the trappings I'm hearing, all the blindness, whether it was controllable or uncontrollable. So everything has its own divine timing as well. Like, you know, like I said, was with this, with the Eight of Swords, it's like, okay, you had a choice, you know, to take the blindfold off for certain things, but was it the right timing? Probably not, because it didn't happen. Again, we all have choices, but, you know, the Lovers, but I just feel like it had to happen in a certain time, or it has to happen in its own divine timing. Yeah. And because of this card as well, hold on, everything is smooth sailing. Like, you're in the flow. You're right where you're meant to be. You know, it's not like that's a reassuring card, I feel. Especially with this on top of it. And this feels like you're in the flow too. It's just like more of a action-oriented flow. More determined, focused also. Again, I'm feeling a lot of focus with this card too. So it's like this focused energy on what you know, what direction you want to go in. Like, you might still be deciding at this point, but because it's like there's 8 of them, right? There's 8 wands, so maybe there's 8 different directions, literally. But maybe you're also supposed to get some help from others because of the support. You know, the support's all around you. What? Are you serious, you guys? Look at this. I'm going to put this here. Because I was saying that there's all these, like, choices, or there's all these, like, what did I say? Different directions. But you're going to have clarity on it, right? Because the reversed, the Seven of Cups reversed, is you knowing. I think I got that the last time, too. It's you knowing, having clarity on what it is that you want out of all of this? Okay. I'm putting this in the middle. Something's telling me to put it there. You are manifesting very well what you want. You know what? I think I'm going to leave it there because it's like, it just feels complete. Again, completion, the world. All right, I'm going to stop shuffling. Yeah. Like you're very direct about what it is that you want. You might not have all the details all figured out, but it's like, you have it all laid out in front of you, just like he has all of the 4 suits in front of him, the pentacles, the cups, the swords, the wands, right? He knows he's the alchemist. He knows he can transform any energy into whatever he wants. He knows he can attract whatever he wants. He knows that he is the one with the power. No one else is. Yeah, he knows what he wants. And you're going to go directly towards it. And then, interestingly enough, how he's pointing down, and then the wands are pointing kind of in the same direction. That's really interesting. Huh. So it's like, I think you just have to push through this mental blindness or this trapped feeling, and I think that you already have been, but I think it's just a misdirection or misuse of your energy. It's all about clarity, I'm hearing. It's all about direction. It's all about, yeah, once you have that down more, like, because you have the determination, you have that, you know, you're like in defend mode. Whenever this happens where you feel like there's something trying to suck you back in or blind you again or trap you again, or like energies, maybe external energies that you feel like are causing you to worry. Like, yeah, it's a choice, but is it a choice that you would have made if you knew better? Maybe not, right? Only you can answer these questions. But I think that once you know better, once you have more clarity and you're consistent with that, more clarity on what is actually happening, why it's happening, where you want to go. And this, again, this is all general, so this can apply to anything. And I always like to leave it like that, kind of open. And I feel like a lot of these readings, like I said, are more spiritual than anything. So it encompasses a lot of things in, you know, in your life. It's career. Oh my God, that scared me. There's icicles that are like breaking off my house. Career, relationships, right? Just like any personal relationships with others, even the relationship you have with yourself, your spiritual journey. And I feel like it's all encompassing, whether we realize it or not, because the energy kind of bleeds into each other. And I don't really feel like, yeah, things can be separate, but it all intertwines with one another, if that makes sense. So, and that is why it's a general reading as well. But yeah, you have the power. I like that song. I got the power. So, the magician saying that you have the power to make the right choice. You have the power to transform, to alchemize these energies from not so serving to you in your life to, you know, making them work for you, you know, instead of fighting against it. carrying all the burdens, make those burdens carry it for you. I mean, this is just me, you know, explaining it the best way I know how, or trying to even just explain it in that alchemizing way. Like, make it work for you instead of you working so hard for it. And hopefully that is understood. Again, whatever area of life that this is for you, this could be work. I'm hearing a lot of this is work for you guys, your job, maybe the responsibilities you have within your job or at home, whatever you do, you know, daily. This could be relationships with others, right? This could be like thoughts. I mean, swords are usually thoughts, but again, this is all encompassing. That's what it feels like. And it's like I'm hearing, like, what do you really want? You know what you really want. It's just a matter of like taking the blindfold off. And I'm getting also with the Three of Cups reversed that, you know, there are these people that might be in your ear, and not just might be, they are. It's a matter of shutting them out or not, because I'm hearing that if you don't, the more that you don't, the more you're going to be confused, the more you're going to allow that blindfold to be there. Maybe not even realizing it yourself, almost like blindfolded to the fact that you're blindfolded, if that makes sense. And then that's not helping. What was it? The Seven of Pentacles reversed. Like, you're not feeling good about yourself, or like your accomplishments, or maybe that you have, like, I kept getting that message that you have accomplished a lot, like you've done a lot, or you do a lot, or you, and I know I'm speaking very simple terms, but in general, you know, you're putting a lot of effort in, you know, and I can see where that can get not distracting, what's the word? Discouraging. I don't know why I was going to say distracting. But that's probably part of this as well, right? The distractions. But it's all this discouragement on you that you are learning to release, and not just release, but like get rid of completely, right? With the Death card, with the completion, with the World. You know, and you're just like, no, I can't stand this anymore. Get off of me. Energies that I don't need anymore. Get down there. Stay where you are, where you're meant to be. You know, because I'm moving along, and I'm moving fast towards what I know I want, what I know I deserve. So I like that. You know, the determined, direct, assertive, powerful energy. Okay, so I think that is where I'm gonna leave it. That is very beautiful. Love it. I love these readings. And oh, I moved up a little bit, sorry, but wow, that was long. 43 minutes, 44. Yeah, it's wonderful to do these things. I have to be more consistent, I'll be honest. I haven't been, and obviously I haven't been, but I really enjoy reading. And if you guys enjoyed the reading, please like and subscribe if you would like to, and I will talk to you guys soon. All right, bye.